Hey guys, what's up? I'm Styler and today I will review the 64-bit China phone called THL 2015 from efoxshop.com. I have had this phone for about 1 week now, but I did not have the time for doing the unboxing, so today I thought I would just directly do the full review for you. This phone comes with a 5-inch full HD screen with resolution 1920 by 1080 pixels. Inside we also find the MT6752 64-bit octa-core clocked at 1.7 GHz, 2 GB RAM, 16 GB ROM, support for 4G LTE and a fingerprint ID scanner on the backside. So for more info, please remember to check the video description because I will list and update this along with my experience with this phone. In the end of the video I will also list all my pros and cons to this phone, so stay tuned. So I already unboxed the phone, but let me first show you what it comes with. And here we have the phone, so let me just put this aside to begin with. We see here the box that the phone comes with, and actually it's really stylish. You see here 2015 THL, and let's just open up so you can have a look. So what you get is two cases here, and one is a flip case, Circlecase. Let me just see if I can get it out here. And you also get this Hardcase, so you can protect the phone with this. And inside here we also have a screen protector and a guide. So here you see the circle flip case here, and of course you can also use it as a stand. But you can see here you have to attach the phone here. You will remove this film here and then you press on the phone. So I'm not really a fan of this because you never know if this really will last. But yeah, you get this for free, so I think it's okay. Of course this is just made of some cheap material, but it's like plastic, I think. So I will show this cover in function later in the video. So let's have a look. We also have here a thin cheap screen protector, so there's already one on the phone when you get it, but you get one extra, but it's really thin, so I think it will scratch really fast actually. Then we also have here the quick start guide, and this looks familiar. Like with many China phones, you get such a standard quick start guide with some pictures and a little bit info in English. And you also get here a micro USB cable, so you can charge the phone, you can connect it to the PC. We also see here you get some earphones from THL, and actually these are in a pretty nice quality. You see here they have this metal on the back side here, and you also notice there is a microphone and I believe also a button here, yeah. So at least you get headphones with this phone, because with some phones you don't even get headphones, so that's nice. And last but not least, we also have here the wall charger, and this is actually a small one, and the design is pretty nice, I think. Just have a look here. Let's see here on the specs. So 5 volt, 1 ampere. And now to the phone. Let us just have a look on the design. Let me just turn it around. And what you may notice is that, as told before, there's already one screen protector attached to the phone. Let's see here, we have here of course the earpiece, front facing camera. We also find a notification LED, light and proximity sensor. We have here the 5-inch full HD screen. We see 3 touch buttons, and they will also have backlight actually. But the backlight will not be strong, it will be some kind of weak backlight, but at least it has backlight. Let's see here in the bottom of the phone, we see here we have the microphone. And you may also notice we have here a metal frame around the phone. Feels pretty nice. So here in the top you find the micro USB together with the 3.5mm headphone jack. On this side we have the power button together with the volume rocker. So here you also see we have a cutout so you can remove the back cover. And on the back we also find here the rear camera together with the LED flash and a fingerprint scanner. So here you can swipe your finger to unlock the device. We have here the THL logo and it looks really nice, I think. We also have a special texture here on the back. It's not just plain. You may see it here. Go a little bit closer. It feels really good in the hand and gives a good grip. And we see here technology, happy life, THL. We also see here a big grill for the back speaker, but I believe we only have the speaker in this side here actually, but it looks nice. So that's it for the design. And let us also have a short look on the back side. And this back cover here is kind of hard to pull off actually, but it's kind of solid. Of course it's just plastic. Let's have a look here on the back. So let me get a little closer here. So we see here it's actually a dual SIM phone. So we have here a micro SIM card using here a MicroSD card, a TF card, and this one is a 64GB, and this is also supported by the phone. We see here the battery. It says 2700 mAh, and I believe that could be true because the battery life is actually not that bad in this phone here. We see here made in China, and below we also of course find the rear speaker here. And let me just take off the battery. So inside here we will find here the model number again. We see the CE logo and we have the EMI numbers. We also find here a serial number, and let's see here on the battery here again the thickness of this one here. So it's not that big, the battery, but still it feels really solid. See the specs here once again. Let's see, and the second SIM card, if you want to insert that, it goes below these two here. You just slide this one here out, you see here, and you have a tray here. You insert a normal size SIM card and push it inside here. So the phone is now booted, and you saw it was really fast because I have enabled Quickboot. The phone supports the full Quickboot, so when you power it off and power it on again, it can boot here in just a few seconds, as you saw. So that's really nice. So we are now here on my home screen, and we also just saw the lock screen. Let's show this one again. We have here, and here we also find shortcuts directly to the camera, phone and email. And this phone here also supports the double tap to wake, so you can just double tap here and it will wake the screen. Also support the off-screen gesture, so you can for example slide up to unlock directly. We can also try another one. For example, we try here O. You see O, and it will open up the dialer. Let's try another one. Just go here. Let's try an M for music. Let's see. And actually the music starts right away, as you can hear. So it will activate and play the music. And let's check out the viewing angles. See here, tilt the phone. Okay, so now the light is off, and let's just try here again. So here you can see again the viewing angles, really sharp picture. full HD. Let's go close to the display here, if I can see if my camera can focus here. Yeah, you see very clear text here, and very smooth UI. Let's try here from the top. And let's also do a LCD test to see if it has any backbleeding. Normally you can see this on a black wallpaper. Let's see here in the corners, they look good. So there is no bad backbleeding. So here you see the phone in comparison to some other phones, and we have here the THL. Here we have the Elephone P6000. So you can see these two are both 5-inch. And here you can see it compared with the Fork N4. So this one here is a 5.7 inch. This is a 5-inch. So you can see the difference in size. And let us try a test here in the UI to check the speed. And it feels snappy and fast. No lag at all. I'm using here our own live wallpaper called Sparkle here in the background. Seems okay. Let's have a look here inside the app drawer. Also pretty normal, snappy. And let's go back. Let's have a look here in the widgets. So we see the widgets here. Let's just scroll a little bit here also. Also no problems at all, fast and smooth. Let's have a look here in the buttons here. You see the light here is like blue, but as told in the beginning of my video here, the light is not that strong. You see it's kind of weak actually, but it is there, and when it's totally dark, at least it helps you so you can see the buttons. Let's also have a look here on the reception, and you see the Wi-Fi reception is in top. My network reception is also really good. And here you can see I have enabled data. So right now I'm using 3G H+ speed. Of course this phone also supports 4G, but unfortunately my SIM card here has no 4G, so I can't show it for you here. But the network reception overall is really good in this phone here. Okay, let me show you here the quick toggles. So here we see many of these are standard, but we find one called Multitasking Window. So what this is actually just this shortcut here. So you can click here and you will see this menu here. It will swipe out in a nice animation. And here you can also start the player here, and you can here, for example, play a movie clip inside here while you for example browse on the internet or something. Let's try here to okay, let's try here another one. So let's see what we else have here. We have the settings. We have here the movie player and music player. This one here I believe is notebook. Okay, let us have a look here in the settings now. So we have here many of the normal settings for Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, SIM management and so on. Let's have a look here in audio profiles here. So inside here we'll find some sound enhancement settings, also for surround, loudness, and lossless Bluetooth mode. Let's have a look in display. So inside here you can also calibrate the sensors. So that's a good thing. We have here the multitasking window as showed before. We also have here settings for the flip cover. Hall window is supported. Time window, alarm window, call window. Let's go back again. Let's see in storage. So you can set your preferred installer location. Phone storage or SD card. We see the internal storage is on 4 GB. My SD card right now is a 64 GB card, so that's the one you see here. And the phone storage, here we have about 9.15 GB. So I would say it's okay that they gave the phone 4 GB internal, but I would have preferred one big partition like we see it on other phones. Instead here they chose to split it up in 2 partitions, the internal storage here and the phone storage here. Okay, let's go back here again. Let's see here inside battery we have here settings for standby, intelligent power saving. And let's have a look here inside apps. And the phone comes with 2 GB of RAM, and we also see it here. 1 GB is currently used, 845 MB free. Totally we have 2 GB. Let's see in security. So inside here we will have an option to set the fingerprint unlock. So here you can enable the fingerprint unlock. So you have to learn your fingers to unlock the device, or you can set up apps. For example, one finger to open YouTube, another finger to open the dialer, and so on. Okay, so here you can see I have learned my one finger to unlock and another finger to open up the calculator. So let's try. Okay, let's try out the calculator finger. And you can see it opens up the calculator. Let me try out another finger here, not learned. And it will not accept. Okay, let's go back here and let me show you here the language and input. Let's go inside here. Let's just scroll through these fast here. Then we also find here the accessibility settings, and let's have a look inside here. We have smart wake options. So here you can set up the double tap to wake, slide up to unlock, draw an O and M and so on that I showed before. We also have here the options to enable or disable Quickboot, and you can here enable flip to turn off the screen or flip to mute. Let's see in about phone. So in about we have support for wireless update. So let's see if I can show you my version here. It's a little bit hard to see, but we see its current THL, and then we see a lot of numbers here. And you can check for updates here and update the phone over the air wirelessly. We also see here we have info about the phone system memory, total memory, the frequency, the core number and so on. We see the build number, and we also see here it's running with Android version 4.4.4. So that's it for the settings. Let us have a look here on the camera app, and let me try to play something here. It could be the cover here, for example. So let's see. Does autofocus. Okay, let's have a look on the quality. So you can see the quality is pretty nice. It's sharp here. Okay, see the details. Let's go back. And we also here find different options. Panorama. We have here also this effect here, the multi-angle view. We have here motion track mode, live mode, normal mode. Let's see what we have here. We have smile shutter, we have HDR, flashlight setting, and the front facing camera. We also can slide up here with this arrow, and you will get some different filters here. You can see, just like on Instagram, you can set here negative, mono, Aqua, and so on. Movie, elegant memory. Okay, let's have a look here inside the settings. So here we find 0 shutter delay. We also have something called anti-shake. Picture size saying 18 megapixel, but of course this will be interpolated. We have here noise reduction. This is when you record videos. So while I tested this phone, I didn't have any problems with focusing or the front-facing camera. Actually, everything worked perfectly fine. Let's actually try here the front-facing. So here you see the front-facing camera is activated. Let me just try one picture here. Let's have a look here on the quality. So this is okay for selfies, I would say. Not that bad, it's okay. And for camera samples in full resolution, I will provide some samples in the video description or on my blog, so don't forget to check these out. Okay, let us just go back and let us try out the flashlight. So here's activated, and actually the flashlight is kind of weak, I would say. It's not strong at all. Very weak LED they use here in this phone here. But you can use it as a torch, but nothing more. So I also scanned it for virus, but didn't find anything, so I can say that this phone is clean. And let us now test out OTG. So I have here my USB on the go cable here, and let us just try to connect. See what happens. So yeah, it's supported. We see here it's found external USB storage. I have here my USB stick attached. Let's go into the file manager here. And here you will see we have the phone storage, we have the SD card, and this is the USB stick with the attached here to the USB on the go, external USB storage. Let's go into other pictures. Let's just test out here. Okay, so seems to be smooth and fast, looking good. Let's try out some music here. So this is with the built-in speaker. We also see here the controls for the volume here. Let me just show you here. So here you can adjust the volume for each app here, for the music, the volume, for the alarm, so on. Okay, so I would say the back speaker is not the loudest I have heard. Actually, it's not that loud, but one thing I must say is that the quality when using headphones with the phone is very good. Only the volume could be a little bit louder in my opinion. Okay, so let us try to connect here to a Bluetooth speaker here from Enertech, and let me connect. Let's see here. Let's see here, Bluetooth. So we find here the Bluetooth speaker here. Let me connect to this one. Okay, so this is working perfectly fine. Okay, so let me also just shortly test here the sound from the headphones, and actually the quality is nice. I will try to play the music here and then put the headphones here up to my microphone, so hopefully you can hear the quality is good. Okay, so that was the sound from these two here. And now to a test call where I will show you the proximity sensor and also try to let you hear the sound quality and the volume of the sound.
No options. Press 2. Followed by hash. You have entered 1. To confirm, press 1.
So now I'm going to run some different test apps and a game. I will turn up for the background music, so let's get to it. So here you can see the phone with the back cover here, the hard case attached. And I believe you can actually use the hard case together with this case here, so you don't have to attach the flip cover directly to the phone, but just to the case here, and then you can use it together like this. So we are now in the end of the video, and I will now list some of the pros and cons. So first to the pros, it has buttons with backlight. Even though the light is very weak, it is there. And also the battery life is pretty good, and about 1 day I would say, but it always also depends on the usage. Also the phone is very smooth with a lot of power and RAM, enough to play all 3D games and do heavy multitasking. And we see that almost all the new 64-bit phones have enough power to do this, so it shouldn't really be a problem on the new phones. The phone also supports OTG and real OTA wireless updates, so you can update it from the internet, and it's really a good and convenient feature to have. It has support for wake gestures and double tap to unlock. We also see this on really many China phones now, and I would say it's almost standard. The GPS in the phone is also super fast and good, and it even also supports the Russian GLONASS. GPS navigation is possible with this device, and it's also pretty fast. So during my test I did not experience any problems with the rear or front camera. They are just working great and giving some okay good pictures. So to the cons are that it has pretty thick bezels, and the phone is also kind of thick, I would say. The notification LED seems to only work with red color. I was not able to get it to work with other colors, and actually it was the same thing on the Eco E04. It also only had notification LED in red. It has no support for NFC or hotnot, which kind of sucks because there's no options to share your files, only with Bluetooth, but Bluetooth is much slower. So I think they could at least have included hotnot. The LED on the back side of this phone is also kind of weak, and it's not strong at all. Actually, I've seen many other Chinese phones by now. They have upgraded the LED, so usually they are good and strong, but for some reason on this model here it's not strong at all. The volume from the back speaker is okay, I would say, but in my opinion not the loudest, and it looks like one big speaker from the outside, but behind the cover it is actually just a normal small speaker in the left side. So that's it for the review. Remember also to check out my blog. You find the link in the video description. If you think I forgot something or have any questions, please comment below. Give a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching. See ya.